Hello again, everyone. NPC here. And this is another in the series about the anomalies and aberrations in 7 Days to Die. Now, there's a whole list of things, and I'm going to try to cover it in small chunks. I did start up debug mode and creative menu mode, and I've got the AI turned off, as you can see here, so they don't interrupt me while I'm talking. One of the first things is the Duke left you a note to read. Well, I've read it, and basically it says that you still owe the Duke. Now, who this Duke person is and where he can be found, no one knows. Presumably, his minions kidnapped me, the player, knocked me out, drug me off into the wilderness somewhere, and dropped me off, unconscious, until I spawned in. But where exactly is it that the Duke can be found, and if he wants payment, how do I make it to him? I have no idea. It's a veiled threat that hangs like a pall over my life experience, I guess. Now, the next thing is, if we get into my character, here's my character, in case you're interested. I'm naked, except for a pair of briefs. So the thing is, of course, since I got God mode enabled, I have all these slots available. Normally, it'd be only the first 3 rows of slots for inventory. And the hotbar down here, which presumably is some kind of a pack, like some kind of a tool belt. But where it is, where the evidence for it is anyone's guess. And I don't know about you folks, but the idea of carrying a flaming torch in my underwear, if that's where all this stuff is not my idea of a good time. Now I get a little bit of water and some food and a bandage to start out with. But somehow the Duke's minions have performed some kind of a frontal lobotomy on me. So all the knowledge and experience that I've gained on my own out and about in the world since the zombie apocalypse started, and I would suspect that in not too long a period of time after that, civilization fell because the zombie infection must have spread through the population pretty fast. I mean, as far as I know, other than traitors, I'm the only person left alive in my little square here, which is a 6K map. But I got no points available. I have none of these skills, none of these abilities. Why is that? I mean, I lived on my own, presumably, for some period of time out in the wild. Certainly I learned something. But somehow the Duke's minions gave me a frontal lobotomy. And the only way I can get back any kind of skills is to go through the challenges window, which is this thing here, where I can learn all these basic things. How to gather resources, how to craft weapons or tools, and how to use them, and make clothing and such, and make a club and a bow and some arrows and all that stuff. But why I have to go through a tutorial, which of course you can turn off in the game settings if you want. Why I have to relearn all these skills, I don't know. Seems to me that if I've been, like I said, surviving out in the wild on my own, I should already know how to do all that stuff. So, why is it I have to learn it all over again? And then, of course, where am I carrying this stuff? Certainly, I don't have any kind of a tool belt or even a very simple backpack to store any inventory or any of these items in the hotbar. Why is that? It seems to me that starting out, I should at least have a tool belt, something like some kind of web gear or something, you know, with the shoulder straps and a web belt that has containers on it to hold stuff, and some kind of small, like a haversack or some kind of really small backpack to store all my inventory items in. But when you start out, don't have any of that stuff. Why is that? I don't know. Sure doesn't make sense to me. I don't know if that's something they'll ever resolve in the game. I'll throw up a couple of pictures of a basic web gear and a basic, like a haversack kind of thing, that really should be part of the startup equipment in order to be able to carry all this stuff. Otherwise, like I said, you want to carry a flaming torch in your shorts? I don't think so. Anyway, this is the second video in the series, and these are just some of the anomalies that I've discovered in the very beginning of the game that really somehow, in any form or any version of reality, just don't make sense. Bye for now.